Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In today's video we've got a bit of a doozy. We're taking a look at this, the Arctis 7 wireless gaming headset from SteelSeries, which PC gamers say is the wireless headset of the year, so I just had to try it. Now looking at the audio spec, it doesn't seem too dissimilar to anything else, which must mean it's the microphone that brings the joy. Now right off the bat with the microphone, I love this feature. Look at that, you just pull it out, it's like a drawstring, it's fantastic. And this is, in fact, the sound of the microphone itself. I'm already hooked up and ready to go for you all. But there we are, I mean it sounds pretty good. The frequency response range of this specific microphone is between 100 and 10,000 Hz. And I can assure you anything above 10,000 Hz is just a high pitch and it's horrible. Now to put this in perspective, it is still the Clearcast microphone that's on the Arctis 1, which is over there somewhere. However, this is a better microphone. That thing only goes up to 6,500 Hz, so you do have a much broader frequency response range. Now, like I said, it is a Clearcast mic and it's a bi-directional mic. I'm not entirely sure what it means. However, if you look at the back of this, now listen to this. You can always hear that if you touch it, by the way. But I'll come back to that. Now, on the back of the mic, it is covered, so it can only pick up sound from this direction, which is what you want, to be perfectly fair. Now, I figured we'd have a quick go of a keyboard and see if it picks up any noise. I happen to have one around me. Now, it's not mechanical, however, it's mechanical sounding. So I'll go as close as I can. So if we just imagine that, and there's the audio test for the keyboard. Now, like I say, it's not mechanical. I do have one on the way. However, times are such that things are difficult to get a hold of. Now, I do like this headset. It is remarkably comfy as well, by the way. And one feature that I utterly adore, and I do thank SteelSeries for this, check out the mute light. It actually comes up red, so if you're playing a squad game, fantastic news. If you leave yourself on mute, like I do quite a lot, at least now you'll know, instead of just having a conversation with nobody because they can't hear you. But anyway, I think we'll have a quick look at the SteelSeries engine, see if we can do anything with the microphone at all. I'm confident that we can't because it is wireless. However, we'll have a quick look and then we'll check out the audio. I've said in previous videos, I can't really convey the audio, but I'll describe it as best I can for you. Well, here we are. This is the SteelSeries engine that'll list all of your SteelSeries products, much like the G-Hub for Logitech, but this is the one we want, the Arctis 7. On the back of the box it does in fact say that this has up to 24 hours gameplay, which is quite good, and judging by what I've used so far, that seems to remain quite true. Now here itself is the setup for this. Now if you turn off 7.1, you don't get any of these options, only the EQ down at the bottom, and the dynamic range compensation, which honestly, I don't know what it is. In the presets, obviously, these are quite explanatory, so flat is just flat. Performance, I've no idea what that would be. Immersion, let's select immersion. What else do we have in here? Entertainment, music and voice, but we'll definitely have immersion, just because of how much I hate the word. On this side, also for the microphone, you can see sadly we can't change a great deal of settings, only the volume, and I always have the volume turned slightly down. I don't like it when the sound starts to clip once I get excited while gaming, and I always have the side tone as high as it will go. I do like to make sure that I can hear myself while I'm actually gaming. Now in terms of 7.1, we get all of these different options popping up. So the stereo profile, which says it all, you can't actually get 7.1 from two drivers. Now the drivers on this headset, by the way, are 40mm neodymium drivers, which is kind of good. That's a different spec, I think, to the Arctis 1, and they're definitely a bit louder. But I am going to do a bit of an example. I'm going to turn on Tomb Raider and see what the 7.1 actually sounds like. So I chose the cave scene simply because the echo should reverberate around from all angles, and it kind of is. And it is quite a hollow sound, which is good, because an echo in a cave is a hollow echo. The rest of the audio is obviously filled by the ambient music in the background, but this does sound quite good. Don't get me wrong, not like a real 7.1 surround system. You can't get that from just having two speakers. Oh, here we go, I'm sure. I just hold W. I remember this now.
We gotta get
well, I figured this should be a good scene with all the explosions going on. We should get some nice sounds coming from around us. So far, it doesn't sound all that, to be honest. Do I have to do something now?
Move! Move! Hurry! Come on!
Doesn't sound that great. If anything, it just sounds like a mess and a muddle of noise. That's always my issue with surround sound.
Drag me out, I'd still be in there taking pictures.
So what else actually comes with this headset? Well, we have wires for this wireless headset. Now this is the wire that's required for wireless. You just plug it into your PC or PlayStation and hit the synchronization button, hit the power button on the bottom of the actual headset itself, will hold it down and they'll synchronize forever. Beautiful. We then get more wires. Fantastic stuff. If you want to play on Xbox, you need to use this, but that just jacks into the underside of the headset and then it's a 3.5mm jack straight into the back of the actual controller for the Xbox. So if you only play Xbox, do not buy this. You'd just be spending £170 on a wired headset. Anyway, we also get this standard style charging cable, USB to micro USB, not even Type-C. Great. And instructions. Fantastic stuff, nobody cares. Let's have a look at the headset. Now, first and foremost, let's check out the mic. I do like this. I think this is a very, very good design feature. Nice and easy. I like that it has the light on it to let you know that when you're on mute. I like that. It grew on me very, very quickly, did this. And if I just wanted to listen to music, I could just put it away. What else have we got on this actual hair cup? The mute switch itself. Now, when you're not muted, this is quite flush, and it is right next to the volume rocker. And I did find myself, when I'm trying to find it, pushing the volume rocker up, and then I would place myself on mute. I didn't like that at first, the fact that it was recessed, but then when you see the red light here on it reminded me to unmute myself. It was much easier to find the mute button now that it had popped out. And I got used to just not hitting the volume itself, because you notice it straight away, obviously. We then have, just next to that, the weird proprietary connector to connect it to your Xbox, and we have another 3.5mm jack. Now this is a weird feature. This is so you can connect this to another headset and both listen to the same thing. How wonderful. Very, very sweet indeed. And then you've got your micro USB for the charging. On this side, you have your audio mixer, which is a very, very good feature. So you can just select between your game mode audio and the actual chat audio itself and just find your own balance. And then you've got the power button / synchronization button on the bottom there. I do like this headset. I do. The build quality is very good. The aluminium band is very, very impressive. And this weird ski goggle design, at first I wasn't too keen, but I've changed no settings and I found it very, very comfortable. It was very light on the head, but it didn't feel like it was just gonna rattle off. So in terms of the design, I'm very impressed. The build quality, again, very impressive, which I guess is what you would be wanting when you're spending this amount of money, because I did get this for £160, I think, or 170. Now, do I think it's worth it? I don't think the audio was that much better than the Arctis Wireless 1. I just don't. Even with the DTS 7.1. Maybe yes, there will be more games where the implementation of that is probably better for a headset than what the games that I played, but ultimately it sounded quite messy like all the other ones I've used. Now, I am halfway through making a video for the Corsair Virtuoso, so do subscribe if you want to see that, because this is around this price point, so that should give me a much more subjective view. But it is a good headset. There's a reason that it won the Wireless Gaming Headset of the Year, or whatever award that was, and the microphone is much, much better than that on the Arctis Wireless 1. But the actual game audio itself, if you're a single player, I'm not overly sure. I don't think you should be spending this amount of money if you don't need a really good microphone. But anyway, there we are. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you did like this, do hit the like button. If not, then, you know, don't. But why not consider subscribing? Anyway, have a nice evening, everyone. Goodbye.